Let's get started. Again, we're just continuing the review that we've been doing for a little while now on the graphing. I am going to give you an option if you want to use the Decimals website again. So there's different formats. There's standard form, slope-intercept form, which we're most comfortable with. And then they have this point-slope form. Just doing a quick review on converting one to another. So remember that slope-intercept form is when, like we did with the stop sign, and that you want to get to y equals mx plus b format. Okay. So it's not that we can't graph it in this point-slope form. So you can see here, let me bring it up actually. I could put in y plus 3 equals negative 1 over 2. I'm just copying it from the... we could have that, right? It still graphs it. So here's what the option is. After you convert it, I want you to put in the slope-intercept form and just confirm that it's actually the same line. Okay. So after you go through the work here of converting it, or distribute first, is that correct so far? Check my work.
Yes.
Yep. Is that correct so far? Yeah, what's wrong with this? Yeah, negative 1/2 times negative 2 positive. So everybody that just said yeah, make sure that you don't forget one little negative and don't make a mistake.
No, it's like a equals 2 over 6. So would it like necessarily be like 1 or 2? Because you know how when you distribute it, it's negative 1.
Negative, well, just do a negative 1/2 times x.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. So are we good now with the sign?
Yeah.
And then, well, yeah, 1/2 of 2 is what?
1.
1. Yeah, so you're right there.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whoa. Try it again. So careful before you go. Yeah, that looks good. Just copy it down. Not thinking anything. I'm just writing it down. Little things will turn into big problems later. And then finish it up, subtract 3 on both sides. Y equals negative 1/2 x minus 2. Now you can see that, well, we already kind of knew that the slope was negative 1/2. So the slope here will be the same as the slope here. All this work is really, this multiplying is to make sure you get the correct slope, y-intercept there. That's the difference between the point slope and the y-intercept form. Point slope does not, still gives us a slope, and it lets us know that, well, 2, let me show you here, that 2 comma negative 3 is on the line. So if I go to right here, you can see 2 comma negative 3. I knew that was on the line because that's the point right here. There's the 2. Even though it's a minus, it's minus 2. No, it's positive 2, sorry. And this is negative 3. So you see how the signs are opposite. It says negative 2, positive 3, but that means that positive 2, negative 3 is what's on the line. So there are some benefits to know if we want to know what point is on the line. that it is. But if we want to know this right here, what was our answer again? Negative 1/2 x minus 2. Okay. And you should see that they are the same line. So these are two equations, but they are the same. So this is what if you'd like to go through and go back to Desmos and verify for each one that your point slope question is the same exact line as your Y-intercept form. So it's the same line. This just gives us negative 2 lets us know this, whereas the point slope lets us know that 2 comma negative 3 right here, 2 negative 3 is what's on the line. And remember, the signs are opposite. So that's positive 2, negative 3 right here. 2 comma negative 3. Okay. And that's all really going to have you do. There will be some fractions. Not yet. There will be some fractions on here, so when we get further down, let's find one. You're going to have to do your arithmetic correctly. Of course, you can use a calculator just to verify. Let's see if we can find one that doesn't. So let's say, yeah, this is a good one, number 13. So look at that. So when we multiply here, 3/2 times x, 3/2 x. 3/2 times negative 5, what does that equal? It's negative 15 halves. We have to be okay with this. Remember, you learned how to multiply 5 times 3 over 2. This is from the 5th grade. You have to be okay with that and not say, well, I don't know how to, it's top times top, bottom times bottom. And we have to know better than saying, well, it's a fraction, that can't be right. Yeah, sure it can. There's plenty of answers that are okay with fractions. So now we have y equals 3 over 2x. And then you have to do negative 15 over 2 plus 2, which is the same as negative, 7.5 plus 2? Negative 5.5? Or 11 over 2? And if you have to, if you don't have a calculator, you might need to go here and do common denominators. 2 is the same as 4 over 2. Negative 15 plus 4 is negative 11. Okay. So fractions are okay as a y-intercept. We have them all the time as slope anyway, so it's just having them both places. And then, let's see here. Definitely can go and verify back over here. Number 13 is y minus 2 equals 3 over 2. By the way, for the fraction, I'm just using the slash button, the question mark button. That's what makes the fraction. And then our answer. And then we can see that's the same line. Okay. Also remember, over here in the corner, if you go to graph settings and hit projector mode, that seems to make the lines a lot easier to see and easier to work with. Okay, good. Do we need to do anything more, or is that good enough? Alright. I'll be walking around. Again, if you want to grab a laptop and do this right now, you can. Verify as you go. Again, you only really need one per pair people. So we don't have enough for 1-to-1. So grab one for you and whoever you want to work with. And there you go.